my name is Adwoa. I'm super excited for you and I to be talking today. I recently had a conversation with a really cool woman named Jess, and we talked about salary negotiations. I'd like to bring that conversation to you today. The first thing we're going to talk about may sound very intuitive and simple, but people need to like you. Why, you may ask? Well, at the end of the day, we are all people, and people want to work with people that they like. Up your charm game so that your skills are leading the conversation, and then you being a great human to be around is just the cherry on top. If you're going to negotiate, you need to know why you want to negotiate before you start negotiating. Is it because you think that you got all these intangible skill sets that maybe didn't come across so clearly in the interview process or throughout the process to date, but you want to make sure you get the most out of that additional expertise? Make sure you're clear on it before you start negotiating, because if you sound like you're not that clear on it, you really do lose credibility in the negotiation process. Now I'm going to share something with you that I have absolutely seen before, and I don't want you to do it. Please don't negotiate just for the sake of negotiating. There are people involved in this process. There are emotions involved in this process. There's sometimes political credibility that's involved in the process of negotiating. So don't just negotiate for fun. Negotiate because you want the job and you want to make sure that it's mutually beneficial for you as well as for the organization. Hopefully you've done this throughout the interview process, but if you haven't, make sure that you know what's important to the people that you could potentially be negotiating with before you start negotiating. So throughout the process, maybe you ask people what's important to you for priorities. What are the skill sets that you value the most? What type of human being do you want to work with most on your team? Why somebody would really be like, I cannot lose out on this particular candidate. You need to know their motivator for why they're making the selection and how they might make the selection. When you're ready to go in and actually negotiate the entire package at once. So don't go in and negotiate salary. Okay, you got me that. Okay, what about bonus? Okay, you got me that. Okay, what about vacation? Okay, it's really annoying and it affects your credibility and it tells the world that you don't know how to negotiate. Please do go in prepared. So I talked about, knowing the terms and all the stuff that you want to negotiate up front, but also know, what is it that jobs like mine generally pay anyway? I always do encourage people to check out things like Glassdoor. Glassdoor is a great resource. Just always know when you're preparing using a method like Glassdoor, those things are self-reported. Okay, so maybe people are telling the truth about their pay. You hope they're telling the truth about their pay, but you don't know. So always use that information as anecdotal and something to supplement, but don't use it as like this firm must be true, completely factual information, because truth be told, it may not be. Always know that your friends and your networks through LinkedIn and other forms of professional social networks can really help you out when it comes time to prepare. Okay, that's what I got for you today. Before we wrap up, just a couple of things. You learned some of the key things that I see work really, really well when people are negotiating salaries. So I really hope that you took some notes and you do a lot of the things that we talked about today. And before we wrap up, just a quick reminder, if you love what you saw today, then I want you to like it and I want you to share it. And if you want more of what we just did today, then head over to the site that's listed right here and sign up for our email updates. So the next time I drop a video, it lands in your inbox and you don't have to go searching for anything. I'm Adwoa, and before we go, I just want to share with you one last thing. Please go out into the world today and act with conviction, be courageous, and live joyfully every single day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I cannot wait to see you again at our very next video.